Another Eden's community manager, Scott, is still missing! But more playable characters are coming to Another Eden, as well as a bunch of free chronostones and pulls and stuff, yay! Stay to the end as I'm lonely, and you staying to the end temporarily resolves my insecurities. Plus there's actual huge character news. I'm David Wowee, how you doing? I've got another Eden update for you. Shout out to Best Boy for his help on this. Another Eden is doing an interesting thing where they're celebrating their 8.5-year anniversary, and as part of it they're bringing back some key main story characters. We are getting part 2 of the recently released Ode to Origin episode, this time called Humans, A Just Dream. In part 1 of Ode to Origin, which was set in the present time layer, Gildner finally had time to shine, and we got a playable Varus and a new Myris ES. We also got introduced to a new barefoot character, Spiri or Chalika or whatever you want to call her, where part 1 was set in the present. Part 2 takes us to the future, where we will hopefully find out more about who Spiri is. Here we'll meet some old favourites, namely the Chrono Clan. Remember Chrono Clan? Mildy, Clughorn and Cumlinage? Cumlinage, who plays a big part in the actual main story of this game, will be having a role in this too, so it will be good to see what he's been up to. But the focus is said to be on Mildy and Clughorn, Amy's childhood friends. And there's also an NPC named Oswald, owner and investor of the Chrono Clan, and most importantly, owner and investor of a sweet mustache. The episode takes place in an island from the southern plates at Aura Resort in a place called Luminous Beach. The resort even has a mascot. Which Pokemon does this thing look like again? And guess what? For those who are familiar with the gathering and crafting farming that everyone absolutely loves doing from part 1, we'll be able to upgrade our tools to unlock features such as harvesting multiple items at once, and there's also a reduction pot where you can exchange items you don't want for something else. These would have been helpful before I spent dozens of hours on this. We're getting new music and vocal tracks such as the feature track, Prayer of the Gaia Melody, and hey, look who we've got here, a playable character, one of my faves, a psychic, musician, model, actress, and band member of the Chrono Clan, Mildy. I've been waiting for her to be playable for years. She's a luring shadow and crystal support staff unit who can awaken Moonlight Stance. As a refresher, Moonlight Stance increases the damage of lightning, crystal, and shade moves, but decreases the damage of fire, water, earth, and wind moves. Stay tuned for a video or join my Discord to chat about her skill set. This update is out today, and you need to have finished chapter 74 of the main story to play part 1, which will then let you play part 2. I'll also be streaming this chapter live and doing a giveaway, so like and sub and hit notify to be alerted of this stream. How about banners for this campaign? We're getting a paid and free Mildy banner, obviously, a paid Stellar Shine banner. We have a 5% chance of pulling a Stellar Awakened Kagurame, Milpifia or Oboro, a paid banner where you have a 10% chance of getting these characters non-Stellar Awakened, a paid Guiding Star drop banner. We can randomly get a Stellar Awakened version of one of 20 featured characters. As for ongoing campaigns, we're still getting a wide key every Monday. If you logged in between 7th and 14th October, you would have been given 1,000 free chronostones. I alerted my YouTube members about this. If you haven't become a super member yet, feel free to join and support this channel and get some extra content once in a while. As a new bonus, log in every day from 16th of October to the 17th of November to get one item per day that increases your guiding light or luring shadow points, with each item only available for 24 hours, so you need to make sure to turn up each day. And they say if you log in for all 32 days of this campaign, you'll get a total of 2 items per each weapon type, light and shadow. They'll announce on social media what kind of item you'll get, such as Guiding Light, Staff. The main story campaign also ends this year, so if you haven't smashed through the main story yet, now's the chance to get up to 30 encounters and 7 5-star allies. We'll also get the daily Whisper of Salt campaign, where daily, for the duration of the campaign, you can randomly pull one character per day. And if you clear this latest Ode to Origin chapter, we get up to 2,000 chronostones, and if we hit the social media goal, we get 1 chant script. Yay! And you know the records menu, they'll be periodically updating the content list in this menu, so we'll be able to clearly see what story content we've completed. This month we're getting a list of which bits of the story we've done in an easy to read format. If you've already updated your game, you probably would have seen this already. In December, we're getting a list of what character styles we have and what we put into each character's growth, which is pretty cool. And next spring, we can see a list of which enemies we've defeated and other battle-related stats. Since Another Eden is such a massive game, I'm looking forward to these updates to help us keep on track with everything. We're getting these things called Spotlight campaigns, where if you clear the story content during a Spotlight period, you get awarded with lone encounters. With the latest update, we're getting a keycard count on our top menu, and the manual will be removed. You can probably see it now if you've updated the game. It does look full, so there's a bunch of new stuff, check it out. The overhaul of the paid subscriptions I mentioned in my previous video, which I've linked in my description, goes into effect on the 31st October. And that is not all. Here's some bigger news. Bertrandom and Clughorn will also soon become a playable character, but that is still not all. Our boy Kumlanaj will finally get a stellar awakening. Let's hope he doesn't disappoint. I'm David Wowee. Like, sub, and check out my other vids. You're gonna love them.